What is going on, everybody? New York Sports up here, coming at you with another New York Yankees post-game recap. As the New York Yankees have swept the Boston Red Sox in the 4-game series as they win 6-3 over the Red Sox, as we hit 2 home runs from Luke Voit, and we also get 2 RBIs from Aaron Hicks. We get a pretty solid start out of Jordan Montgomery. We do have a rain delay in the middle of this game. It lasted about an hour and a half. Around the 4th inning, we had a rain delay that lasted for a long time, so the game didn't end, until about an hour ago. But the Yankees did beat the Boston Red Sox tonight, 6-3 at Yankee Stadium. They sweep the 4-game series. They have won 6 straight ball games. They're 6-0 on the homestand, and they are undefeated at Yankee Stadium this year. This team, man, they continue to get better and better every single game. They're 16-6, the best record in baseball. I think Oakland lost to the Diamondbacks, so now the Yankees officially hold the best record in Major League Baseball. I love the way this team is playing of late. They sweep the Red Sox, and even though that's probably not very impressive because the Red Sox are an atrocious team, they're probably the new Baltimore Orioles. The Yankees beat the Orioles 17 out of 19 times this year. I think the Yankees will do the same to the Red Sox this year because the Red Sox are a horrible team. They have no pitching at all. Perez got the start for the Red Sox, walked a lot of guys early, gave up the 3 runs in the bottom half of the second. I didn't really think Perez was very good in this ballgame, walked a lot. Definitely had struggles with control. He wasn't great in this game, but it definitely wasn't terrible. He could have been a lot worse for the Red Sox, but anyway, the Red Sox pitching sucks. I mean, that's plain and simple. They have horrible pitching, and the Yankees did their job as they scored 6 more runs as they beat the Red Sox 6-3. Now, the bullpen really didn't make it easy. There was a couple of relievers like Luis Avion, did walk a lot of guys and didn't really make it too easy. Michael King gave up, I think he gave up a couple runs, or maybe 1 run. I think he might have given up 1 run. And we also saw the RBI double by Arouse in the 9th off of Chapman. When, it was Chapman's first game back, so I'll give him a little bit of a pass. But Chapman did give up a run, but he did strike out Devers to end the game with 101 miles per hour. It's still good to see Aroldis Chapman back, and it's good to have a lockdown closer now with Chapman back. We now have our lockdown closer with Chapman. Love to see, Chapman back, reaching 101 miles per hour on the gun. He did a great job today, even though he gave up a run. It was his first start. I'll give him a pass. I still thought Chapman did a very good job. And Jordan Montgomery, even though his start was cut short due to the rain delay, I still thought Montgomery did a really good job. I thought his stuff was great tonight. Had strikeout stuff. I thought Montgomery was very good. Got 1 unlucky run to Christian Vasquez. That was like a blooper into left field. Gleyber tried to dive for it, couldn't make the play. It was a very lucky hit for Christian Vasquez, as I thought Montgomery was fantastic on the mound today. I feel like if he went a lot longer, the Yankees fans would notice how good Montgomery was on the mound. I thought he looked really good on the mound, and I really like what we saw from Jordan Montgomery. I really like what we're seeing from the Yankees pitching of late. Red Sox have a very solid offense. Now, I know their pitching is atrocious, but their offense is actually very solid. They have good hitters in that lineup, guys like Devers, Bogarts, Martinez, Vasquez. And the Yankees shut them down. The pitching did a really great job in this series, especially especially guys like Garrett Cole and Jay Happ. I thought the pitching was really, really good in this game. In this series, I thought the pitching was really good. And even though the offense was fantastic, I feel like we need to give a little bit more credit to the pitching. The pitching has been really good, and this is a very solid Red Sox offense. They can score some runs. Now, they gave up a lot of runs, but they can score some runs. We all know that. But the Red Sox pitching is terrible, and the Yankees took advantage of it. They scored, I think, 10 runs, 11 runs. What was it? How many? Was it 5 runs yesterday and 6 runs today? The Yankees pounded the baseball this series. Definitely their best played series of the season so far. Yankees have a big series ahead of them starting tomorrow as the Yankees take on the Tampa Bay Rays. A 3-game set at Yankee Stadium, as I believe Tanaka gets to start tomorrow against Blake Snell for Tampa Bay. This was the same matchup we had in Game 1 of the series at Tropicana Field, where the Yankees lost 1-0. Let's hope we have a different result at Yankee Stadium tonight, not in that garbage field that is Tropicana Field. That place sucks. But anyway, back to this game. Great job by the Yankees. Luke Voit gets 2 home runs in this game. I believe, 4 RBIs? 3 RBIs, 3 or 4 RBIs. Luke Voit does a great job in this game. Luke Voit continues to be one of the most underrated first basemen in this league. He's a beast. He's really, really good. Aaron Hicks, I'm not a big Aaron Hicks fan, but he played really well in this ballgame. Got 2 hits, had a home run, had an RBI double. Hicks did a really good job in this game, as well. He had 2 hits. And the Yankees did not have a lot of starters. They had Kratz playing. They had Thairo Estrada playing, who hit a home run. Thairo Estrada hit a home run, by the way. That's good to see. Miguel Andujar. You had Tyler Wade in the lineup. The Yankees had a lot of weird players in the lineup today, but it still worked out. We still scored 6 runs. I mean, lineups like this, it proves how much depth this team has, and the lineups like these can work out for the Yankees. And if a team like maybe not the Dodgers, say maybe a team like what's like a good team? I guess the Nationals. We'll say the Nationals. Say the Nationals lose Soto, Turner, Kendrick, and Thames. They would be dead. I mean, they would be they would be a horrible team, like a Mets, like teams like the Mets. The Nationals weren't a great example, but like teams like the Mets, you know, they have star players like Alonso, McNeil, Davis, Conforto. Say if those players weren't there, the Mets would be horrible. And for the Yankees, that's not the case. The Yankees are still a great team without those players. You could argue they're even better without those players. I mean, it's crazy how much depth this team has, and I got to give Brian Cashman credit for finding these diamonds in the rough, guys like Luke Voit. You know, we acquired him for who? Jason Shreve and Giovanni Gallegos. You know, two nobody relievers. And we got Luke Voit, who's been an absolute stud for us. You know, Gio Urshela, we claimed him for cash. We claimed Gio Urshela for cash in the offseason, and he's been phenomenal. He's probably been a top 10 third baseman in the game. You know, he's been fantastic for the Yankees. You know, we also have guys like, I guess Estrada's not really a diamond in the rough, but Mike Ford. Mike Ford came out of Princeton. I had no idea who Mike Ford was until he got called up, and Mike Ford has been a very solid ball player for the Yankees, and it just proves how much depth this team has. And the Yankees are so fun to watch when their stars are on the field and when their stars, most of the time, are not off the field. So the Yankees play a very, very well-played ball game in this game. They beat the Red Sox 6-3. They sweep the series. Boy, I love sweeping them Red Sox. Even though the Red Sox aren't really the team I hate the most right now, the team I hate the most is probably the Rays because they're more competitive right now. The Red Sox are, pretty atrocious. So the team I hate more right now is the Rays, but I'll always hate the Red Sox the most. I'll always hate the Red Sox more than any team in all of sports. I hate the Boston Red Sox, and it feels really good to break out the brooms and sweep them in a 4-game series at Yankee Stadium. Whew, Red Sox, that's a horrible, horrible team. And they need to get some pitching at the deadline. I mean, they need to get somebody if they want to try to contend. I mean, they're pretty much already out of it already, but if they want to try to make a magical run, they need to sign someone because their pitching is god-awful. But anyway, the Red Sox are a complete dumpster fire right now. But anyway, the Yankees dominate the Red Sox again. They beat them 6-3. They sweep them in the 4-game series, break out the brooms. They beat them 6-3 as the Yankees continue to play great baseball. Luke Voit, big 2 home runs in this game. He does a great job, gets, 4 RBIs. Hicks gets a home run, an RBI double. Great job by the Yankees overall. Home run by, Tyro Estrada. Yankees sweep the Red Sox, and boy, do I love it. Yankees, and big series. Big series up ahead. 3-game set. Tampa Bay Rays. Got to win that series. We got to take 2 out of 3. I would love a sweep. Rays are a great team. If we take 2 out of 3, I'll be really happy because the Rays are a very, very good team. This is a big series. 3-game set at Yankee Stadium. Blake Snell against Masahiro Tanaka. That game starts tomorrow at 7 o'clock, I believe. So, yeah, that's going to do it for this video. I hope you guys enjoyed the ball game. If you're a Yankees fan, of course, if you're a Red Sox fan, you definitely did not enjoy the ball game. But if you're a Yankees fan, if you enjoy the ball game, make sure to drop a like, drop a comment about the game if you want to talk about the game. And yeah, that's going to do it for this video. I hope you guys enjoyed, and I'll talk to you guys next time. Peace. Let's go, Yankees.
Red Sox lose.